The oil and gas industry started a while back, but at the moment it's like the natural gas is booming up, because at the moment right now, like around 60% or above is used for power generation. So it's like the uses for natural gas has increased, and there are more industries using natural gas. Like Pan-Africa, they have around 40 industries. TPDC, I think they have around 7 or more. And there are so many households that are connecting gas around Dar es Salaam, Mtwara, and Lindi. So when it comes to natural gas vehicles, there is one CNG station which was built as a pilot, but now it's the one which is supplying natural gas to the vehicles. And there are new converting stations, I think, they're coming up, and so far, so many cars are trying to convert to natural gas because it's cheaper and it's more cleaner. So I think right now it's just starting up, but hopefully after a few years it will boom, because the regulations are coming in and the rules are coming in. And when the industry is regulated, then you'll get more people to do that business. So I think it's growing compared to previous years, and there are regulations in place, so I hope it will boom with time.
Why natural gas? First of all, it has two major benefits. The first one is environmental. Natural gas is environmental friendly. It does not pollute the environment. So by using natural gas, we will protect our environment. The second one is about economics. Its cost is very low compared to the imported fuels like petrol and diesel. So by using natural gas, you will save more than imported fuels.
According to people who have converted their cars, what they are saying is they've experienced a very huge saving in cost of petrol against the CNG for their converted vehicles.
It's natural gas vehicles because, as we know, we import many cars from abroad, from different countries, but we also import fuel. But bearing in mind that we have our natural gas, which we don't consume it at a greater percent. We only use a small percent. So using a natural gas, we use our own resources, which will, in one way or another, increase our government revenue and make us utilize what we have and further the economics and the industry of oil and gas.
Ensuring the safety of natural gas vehicles is not the role of one person. It takes a village. They say it takes a village to do something. So I think the safety of natural gas vehicles starts from the manufacturer of a vehicle, if it's a dedicated natural gas vehicles. But at the same time, because in Tanzania, most of the cars here are petrol or diesel. So pretty much most of the cars will be converted here. So when it comes to that, you have to start from the source. So we start with the cylinders. Like the manufacturer of the cylinder has a responsibility to make sure the natural gas vehicle is safe. So they have to make the cylinders according to the standard and how they're supposed to be made. And even the regulatory institution body, which has the function to make sure the cylinders that are coming in for conversion of cars to natural gas usage, they fit the required standard before they release them to the people who are converting the cars.
You must follow the standard, how to convert the CNG vehicle. You must follow the procedure of converting the vehicle. You must comply with the regulatory tool we have in the country. And you have to do it in best manner to follow the best industry practice on converting your vehicle. This is how the CNG vehicle can be safe. Also, the people behavior should be changed to know that what I'm using, it has risks, so I must be aware and responsible to save myself and to save the public.
And then from that point, you go to the garage that are responsible for converting these cars. They have to make sure they follow the process and the procedure for converting the cars. They have to make sure after conversion, they do all the checks that are supposed to be done before releasing the car to the public. And then that comes in inspectors, certifiers, and then the TBS themselves, and then there is EWURA as a regulator, and anybody who is involved in that process, they have to make sure they do their part. And then the end user, the person who is driving the vehicle, actually, before the end user, we have the people who will be working at the gas filling stations. Those people need to know their job. They need to know when you're going to fill your car, what they have to look for, to check if the cylinder is not expired, does it have the tag. I think they have all the things, like they need to be trained to know what to check and how to do the visual inspection before filling the gas to the cylinder or to the car. And then from there, the person driving that car, they should be able to know the basic things they need to look for. Like you hear the smell of the gas leaking, what you need to do. And like you need to make sure when your cylinder expires, you take it to the right people, to the right personnel. When you stop using the gas, you don't have to use that cylinder with another activity. Like they need to know these basics. So I think making sure the natural gas vehicle is safe is everybody's job, depending on where you come in that whole cycle of natural gas vehicles.
Actually, the training has been good because it's the curtain laser. It's a curtain laser in most of us, the participants, because it's first time we have a formal and a well-organized training so that we know what it takes to make the vehicle be on the road and what are the necessary things to consider when you are trying to protect the safety of the people, but also the environment. So the training has been good, that it has imparted the knowledge to know how the natural gas is utilized by the cars, or it is how it fuels the car.
This training will enable me to perform my duties more efficiently and effectively. So during or when I'm conducting inspection, my performance this time will be of higher level than before I got this training.
But also as the regulators, it has formed the base that now we can regulate efficiently and effectively the industry, because we have the task and mandated to issue the license to those who want to convert the vehicles, but also we have the task to license and issue the construction approval for those who want to put up the dispensing units or put up the compression units. So it has enabled us to, when we are back in the office, it has enabled us to go and handle this subsector with a better understanding.
Have really learned how to differentiate how the diesel engine conversion to natural gas differs from conversion of petrol, and the things you have to consider when converting your car, and the limitations that are there when you consider the cylinders from type 1 to type 4. And then even if I want to order a car, I have to be very careful if I'm ordering a dual car or bi-fuel or dedicated, depending on the environment where I am. And then I've learned pretty much so many things to consider when even if I own a car, I'll be aware of the basic things that I need to be aware of when using that vehicle.
I expect to use the gaps that have been identified during the training, in particular the few numbers of inspectors for NGV and the fuel system, natural gas fuel system inspections and inspectors, so that we promote more people, especially young engineers, to apply for the examination and become the fuel system inspectors.
So for younger engineers, there is a lot of opportunity that now you will be the first one to serve the industry. For those who will be lucky to be in the regulation, they have now the chance to influence the policies, the laws and the regulations which will be governing the industry. So for young engineers, I think this is an opportunity. But also, the technology has come with another tire, because you can become an inspector of these vehicles, you can become a certifier of these vehicles. But being an engineer, you can also decide to be private and import the kits and sell to those who will be converting. For the young engineers, you have an opportunity now that you know the technology, you know what it entails, what is going on. You can create your own workshop, and once it is registered, so you have the business. So it's a lot for young engineers now that we have a new technology. You can just venture into so many areas where you are going to earn money.
As a young professional, I encourage my young fellow students, fellow engineers and students to take a stake in this field or in this industry, because I know there are a lot of people there who have knowledge, but they don't know how to convert the cars or how to get in this field, because there are a lot of chances and opportunities. You can be an inspector or you can be a converter for natural gas vehicles. There are a lot of other fields that each and one of us can participate and ensure that this field and the industry is growing in our country.